Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I'm Jeremy, and this is Eddie. Good morning, good sir, and how are you today? Ah,
Getting ready for the weekend.
yes, getting ready for the big weekend ahead of us. I know that I was listening to your show this morning, and I know we got a great lineup for the weekend. Everybody is sharing some things with their audience, and I'm proud of some of the new creators that are coming up and getting on live and just putting themselves out there. It takes a lot to do this, to do a live show. My hat's off to everybody who's given it a try. Would like to welcome in our viewers, members, and guests, lurkers, and everybody in between. Thank you so much for coming in. And welcome hashtag team replay. If you are here for that reason, please type in the word hashtag replay in the comments section. But for those of you that have joined us on the live stream, good morning and welcome in Eddie Lugo Studios. Hello. And he says, yo, 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 good morning, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit it. I think one time Iron Man was at risk of getting broken. He was hitting the like button so hard to where, the Iron Man, I don't know that Iron Man made it. Is he still good? Oh, okay. Cruise Nuts has made it in. Good morning, Pineapple Squad. Hello, hello.
So, Mike.
Yes, and he sent us some fresh pineapples in the chat. We always appreciate fresh fruit in the morning. Matter of fact, we got a video for that. We do a fresh fruit video. But let me see if I can locate it because we haven't brought this one up for a while. So hang on. Let me see if I can scroll around to it. I'm scrolling past the chicken burritos, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm doing. May just have to play a chicken burrito, but I got to see where the fruit ones are. Here we go.
So go live together, crew. I am here on the Carnival Paradise, and I got myself a little fruit plate here. Okay, we have honeydew, we have some cantaloupe, we have watermelon. We don't have any of Jeremy's favorite fruit. They ran out of bananas. And if you see, Eddie even came over here and took a bite out of my pineapple before I was able to. Have a good show.
See, things happen whenever you cruise with Eddie and I. They do. Sometimes you're not the dinner, we're not going to mess with the dinner, but the side stuff, you just watch your plate because it might come up messing with me and Eddie. I like dinner rolls myself. And so does Eddie. Yep. Butter bread. On the unhinged, watch out, especially for your butter. It's going to be heart shaped, and I know that it's going to disappear if you sit down with us. Life with Tanisha RN has made it in with the list of the day. As always, we appreciate you coming in with this list. And she says, "Good morning, happy National Wine and Cheese Day. Nice. National Hire a Veteran Day. National Hot Fudge Sunday. Uh-oh. I think cruising is fun anytime needs to be here for this one. National Thread and Needle Day and National Merry-Go-Round Day. Celebrate because it is Friday. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Mike and Rihanna came in. Good morning, Go Live Together crew, and happy TGIF. Thank you for that 3 cups of Joe. I'm only on cup number 1. What's your cup count for the day, Eddie? Number 2. Okay, that's good. That is good because here comes the 3rd cup from Aunt June and Uncle Brady. Good morning and happy Friday. And we got butterflies. Yes, butterflies, ladies and gentlemen. Foodies Vacations has come in, and as a reminder, please check out Vicky's show after this one at 9 a.m. our time. Let me see. PK Adventure Travels has made it in. Good morning, Banana Fam. Yes, we love fresh fruit here on the show. And we'd like to get it. Oh, look, Cheryl has made it in. Good morning. Hey, babe. She's in the chat today. And Kathy Mills has made it in. Good morning, happy Friday, and hashtag Sea Leg Journey Raid. Thank you. Ooh, look, it's party time. Controversial cruising and the lover of fresh fruit on the Carnival Paradise. Scott, hello. Good morning. Angie has made it in. Whatever floats your boat. Hello. Welcome in. And let's see. Yep. Ooh, look, Jan made it in. JJ's Adventures has made it in. Hello. Welcome in. Yeah, this is a good idea right here. What is everybody's plans for the weekend? Let us know in the chat. Mike and Rihanna is leading the way by saying we got plans for the weekend, going to a concert on Saturday to see a 90s band, Crash Test Dummies, and Wide Mouth Mason at our local summer fair. Nice. Is it fair season? I don't know, man. Down here in the South, a fair, I don't know, you'd be sweating and falling off of stuff. It's so hot out there. I don't know. Oh, look, wait a minute. Controversial Cruising says, I see a big chicken burrito on the screen. Well, back by popular demand, it is none other than our co-host with his version of chicken burrito.
Chicken burrito, chicken burrito, chicken burrito, 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 chicken burrito, chicken burrito, chicken burrito, burrito, burrito.
And if you like chicken burritos, we love you too. Venturecast has made it in. Good morning.
What's up, Mike?
Yes. Will G. What's the countdown, man? I'm trying not to listen to it because I know we got a busy cruise season coming up. Oh, man, it's going to be busy.
Well, really? Thank you for your heads up about NCL the other day. I got in touch with Alice. Alice called NCL, and we got a nice discount refunded back to her. So thank you.
Yep. Controversial Cruising says Eddie ate my pineapple and my dinner rolls. Oof, that's rough right there.
Innocent to proven guilty. So
right. Lori Barber has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, ¿qué pasa? How you doing?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Cheryl says Mike and Rihanna went to a parade yesterday.
Yep.
And look, Jan says, Cheryl, I watched it. It was so much fun. Yep. And she is getting all rested up for Scott.
Give me a break.
Where her and Kevlin will be
sleep all afternoon anyway. So what the hell?
Doing a try not to laugh challenge here. I know that's going to be a fun show.
That kid's going to wipe the floor with Cheryl.
And
it's happening already.
And I'm concerned. There's a lot of electronics in front of me. There is
all evening. That I got my money in that kid. He's gonna be like all over the place.
Yep. The Girls Are Us official has made it in. Have a great
Hello,
Friday.
ladies.
And y'all do the same.
Morning, Beth and Christy.
And look, they come better as a pair. Reality Check has made it in. Good morning, Rihanna.
Rihanna.
I know y'all are gonna have fun at the concert for sure. And Scott says, good idea, Cheryl. You're going to need it. Yeah.
For what?
The Cam Fam's says good morning, Jeremy, and assuming Cheryl somewhere. Yeah, she's back there somewhere watching the show and lurking. And watching the water. Yeah, see, this is not good. We're going to watch the water pour straight out. That's where it's going.
A lazy bump today.
Out. Oh, okay. PK Adventure Travels has made it in. Good morning. Working Expedia Saturday morning, drum course Saturday night, Saturday spotlight on the laptop. Then the Danny meetup at Disney Springs on Sunday. Wow, guys.
This Sunday already. Wow. Holy mama. You're already here.
And let Mel know I said, man, I hope she feels better. Oof, that looked rough last night. And check this out.
Right.
Venturecast says, my only plans involve steaks, baseball, and continuing the battle with the birds. What's going on with the birds, Eddie?
He's having a Hitchcock kind of deal at his house. So,
oh, wow.
I told him to get the shotgun ready and start shooting.
Well, yeah.
You know how you guys love it in Texas with guns and stuff. So,
yeah.
Get that BB gun out and start popping.
No, you need something loud. You need that boom to get them to all fly away. Yep. And June and Uncle Brady says, still my favorite clip. I know that there's many versions of the chicken burrito, but I believe that the Eddie clip was the remix. That was the one right there. And let's see, everybody is speaking with each other. Ooh, look, the Cam fam says we have an overnight softball tournament with the girls Saturday night into Sunday morning. Wow. Tournament. Yeah, well, they need to get some rest too. Oof. That sounds rough right there and overnight. Well, but then again, it's better than the day. Okay. I support that because it's better than the daytime here in Texas, because daytime we tend to stay inside because of how hot it gets. You know, it's just don't go outside. That's whenever the weatherman says that, they mean it. CNS Travel has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. That's right. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for that reminder. Yes, Cheryl says PK hubby of the beautiful Mel. That's right. That's right. I hope she is getting some rest and getting well. Yep. CNS Travel says, I got my goggles out so I can watch the show tonight. You don't want to get wet through the screen. Here we go. Life with Tanisha RN has a packing update here. 97 days until the Mardi Gras. All outfits have been selected and ready for packing cubes. Toiletries are packed. Time off for work has been submitted and ready to hit the road to Florida. Nice. Nice. And see, that's what having a planner, where having a planner comes in handy. You know, you can plan your stuff out. So that'll work. Lori Barber says, I'm having technical difficulties this morning, so blanket hello to all. Yeah, I do that. Okay, Rihanna said she might try to do a Facebook Live from the concert. I like it when people do that. You know, they go live on TikTok or Facebook or something like that and let you be a part of the whole thing. Linda Tomon Creates has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in.
Linda.
Yep. Anthony on the Move has made it in. Hello.
Antonio. Be a sexy girl next to him.
I know, right?
What a sexy hot mama.
Cheryl saying, Tanisha, I love your nails. We were watching one of her planner videos, and she had these nails that were just that were nice. Yeah. Baby says, good morning, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. And the Cam fam has a question, Cheryl. Do you have your juice packets ready for tonight?
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, I know, but I am going to go check the mail. I'm not sure if there's anything in there, but we will see about that. We didn't receive a notification that it was in there, but I will go check it to see if it's been received so far. But so far, no, I haven't seen it. Let's see. That will catch us up in the chat. I do have a special segment since Cheryl is not here. I have it ready. All I got to do is present this screen here because you know how I used to do This Day in History or Jeremy Goes Bananas? Well, I did a cruise history search, and this is crazy. This is the anniversary today. July 25th is the anniversary of this ship right here, the Astoria. Then the Stockholm in 1956 collided with the Andrea Doria off Nantucket, sinking the Italian liner and killing 46 people. Anyway, last month on the 25th, June 25th, the world's oldest cruise ship still afloat, the Astoria. This ship has been sold to a Belgian recycling firm, Galoo, for $230,175 at an auction held in Rotterdam on the 17th of June. The 16,000 gross ton vessel built in 1948 has been laid up in the Dutch port since 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic brought cruising to a halt. Galoo's bid was the only one received for the ship, which is now set to be dismantled at a facility in Ghent. The Astoria is best known for its role in one of history's most infamous maritime disasters. On July 25th, 1956, while sailing as the Swedish American line Stockholm, the ship collided with the Andrea Doria flagship of the Italian merchant marine. The Andrea Doria sank while the Stockholm, despite severe bow damage, reached New York carrying survivors. Following the collision, the ship was rebuilt and continued service under several names, including the Volksfreundschaft, a holiday ship for East German trade unions, the Italia Prima, and finally, Astoria. It was leased by Cruises and Maritime Voyages from a Portuguese bank before the pandemic ended its active cruising life. A post-COVID attempt by U.S. investors in Puerto Rico to preserve the vessel did not proceed, paving the way for Galu's acquisition and the ship's final voyage to the breaker's yard. So I thought that was kind of interesting for today. Today is the anniversary of that sad tragedy, but yeah, that's the Astoria. She's on her way to go bye-bye. Let's see who else made it into the chat. And here we go. Tanisha says, thank you, Cheryl. I am practicing with some beach cruise themed nails, getting ready to pick the perfect design for my cruise. Stay tuned. There you have it. Cam Fam said, if it's not in the mail, I guess you need to meet us halfway and I can give you a few. Oh my God. All right, here we go. VentureCast has installed an electronic device that emits a high frequency signal when the birds fly by to keep them off of the house. I also have a decoy owl. Yes, it's that serious. Wow. Nice. An owl. Is it one of those owls up at the top of Walmart that you see always up there? That would be interesting. Look, Mona made it in. Good morning. Go live together, crew and chat. Hello.
Hello, Mona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I heard about Hulk Hogan yesterday. I knew about Ozzy and Malcolm Jamal, but there are some celebrities that have passed away this past week. So
always comes in threes.
Yep. Aunt June says, I got a package from the best nephew ever. I loved it all. Yep.
You're welcome.
I know, right?
I'm older than she is anyway, so
okay.
She could be my niece.
Well, let me see. Man,
Right,
everybody must be somewhere else today because we are once again caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Eddie to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
Morning, everybody, and welcome to Cruise News, the real news, not that other morning news that somebody else did. But here we go. Carnival Cruise Lines is looking ahead to summer 2027 in Alaska, a season that will once again see 3 of the brand's ships deploy to this nation that has enjoyed remarkable demand in the last few years. Immediately prior to their deployment to Alaska, 2 of the ships will operate Carnival Journeys voyages that position them in their seasonal northern home ports. The Spirit and the Legend, both accommodating over 2,000 guests. Double occupancy will be based in Seattle, while the Luminosa will be home port in San Francisco. All the voyages have opened for sale and provide cruises with a choice of 50-plus itineraries to Alaska's freezing destinations, such as Juneau, Ketchikan, and Skagway, plus some calls in British Columbia. Here's a look at each ship itinerary in the grand land of the voyages that will precede them. Some cruises begin in mid-April, providing early season voyages that are typically priced lower than high season sailings in July and August. Shortly before her deployment to Seattle, the Spirit will sail back-to-back Carnival Journeys cruises. Carnival Journeys refers to a line series of longer voyages calling at less travel ports and offering an expanded roster of onboard enrichment activities and experiences. In March 2027, the ship will sail a 16-day Panama Canal cruise with calls in Mexico, Colombia, and Costa Rica, and a 15-day voyage to Hawaii that calls at 4 islands. The Hawaii cruise operates entry from Seattle. Following the voyage, the ship begins her Alaska season consisting of 7-day sailings and 1 9-day sailing. The Legend will begin her Alaska season in mid-April 2027, but before that, she will sail a 16-day Panama Canal cruise, also a Carnival Journeys program. The voyage includes a call at Acapulco and represents the cruise line's first visit there in more than 15 years. Once in Seattle, the Legend will sail week-long cruises to Alaska before operating another 16-day Carnival Journeys cruise to Hawaii. The sailing will visit Honolulu, Hilo, Nauilili, Kahului, Hawaii, and Victoria, British Columbia. Carnival Luminosa will offer a 2-day cruise to Alaska to ports from her base in San Francisco, but not before operating a 23-day Trans-Pacific Journeys voyage from Sydney, Australia to the South Pacific and Hawaii. And then in other news, also from Carnival Cruise Lines, many cruise guests travel with small fans for better air circulation and cooling in sometimes cramped and stuffy staterooms. I know I do. It is important to remember, however, that not all types of fans are permitted, and the cruise lines always have a reason why. One Carnival Cruise Lines guest wanted to bring a prohibited fan along on a recent sailing, and it was infuriated when it was confiscated. Upset at the enforcement of the rules, they reached out to John Hill, the cruise line's and brand ambassador, with their grievances. I was treated like a criminal by security, the guest claimed. They removed and took away my Bell and Howe socket sailing fan. I told him it was for medical purposes, but we would not let me keep it. Medical services? What the hell is that about? Carnival Cruise Lines has addressed the idea of ceiling fans before, and any such type of ceiling fan, even with a temporary mount that might not damage the ceiling, is not permitted. It isn't clear how the guest might hope to mount a socket ceiling fan, as most lights at Carnival staterooms will not have the appropriate connections. Furthermore, the guest does not clarify what type of medical purposes require them to have a ceiling fan. Guests are permitted to bring along a small personal travel fans less than 12 inches in diameter. Some travel fans designs oscillate and have adjusted bases or can even be raised to different heights to accommodate different needs without attaching to the ceiling. I myself travel with a small fan on every cruise and have never had any difficulty bringing it on board Carnival or any other cruise line. That's the deal. That's the way it is. Me and Alice, I carried 2, one for me, one for her. So in third and last news, this one is from Royal Caribbean. It was a harrowing evening aboard Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, as an overboard was reported, followed by a flurry of activity, including a course change and deployment of a rescue craft. Unfortunately, the rescue of the overboard individual was not successful. The incident happened at roughly 7 p.m. when the Oscar alarm was sounded over the ship's public address system, which is an emergency code indicating an overboard situation. So whenever you hear Oscar, watch out. The massive cruise ships immediately responded by slowing and turning back to the noted position. For the 248,000 gross ton ship, this is quite a maneuver. At the time, the Icon of the Seas was sailing northwest, enjoying a day at sea. Satellite tracking data shows the ship's course change just northeast of San Salvador Island in the Bahamas, roughly 200 miles east of Nassau. According to guests on board, the overboard occurred from the ship's port side, and life preservers were dropped over the side to help assist the individual and mark the overboard location. At the same time, portions of the ship's outer decks were blocked off to facilitate rescue operations and to ensure no guests impede these efforts. The rescue craft was deployed and managed to locate the individual. Eyewitnesses report indicated it was likely a crew member based on the appearance of a uniform of some sort, which was later confirmed by the cruise line statement. Icon of the Sea has resumed course on her current 7-night sailing, which departed Miami on Saturday, July 19. The ship is on an Eastern Caribbean itinerary, having already visited San Martin and St. Thomas. The next port visit is scheduled to be Perfect Day at Coco Cay on Friday, July 25th. Today, the ship is back on track for that visit, and it does not appear there will be any delay for her morning arrival. All told, the incident took less than an hour, which is a statement to the fast reactions and intense emergency training of the ship's officers and crew to ensure the safety of everyone on the vessel. It was similar fast actions that resulted in a successful double rescue of a young girl and her father overboard from the Disney Dream in June, which also happened in the Bahamas. Arkansas's captain did not make a follow-up announcement that the individual was recovered, but did not give any further information at the time. Unfortunately, despite the best efforts of crew members and emergency response teams, successful rescues are less common than many travelers would hope. The most recent on board from a Royal Caribbean ship, a passenger from the 80s cruise in March, onboard Explorer Seas was also unsuccessful, and that individual was never recovered. So that's how things do happen sometimes, and unfortunately, this one wasn't a good news ending news. So we'll see. That is the news for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Yep. And Foodie's Vacation says owls do come in handy. There is even one of Royals away. There is even one on one of Royal Oasis class ships. Too many birds can be a big duty problem. I agree. Yep. PK Adventure Travel says came in fours this time. Jazz trumpet legend Chuck Mangione died on July 22nd as well. Yep. And then Life with Tanisha followed up with that also. Oh, okay. And
it's like my blood nephew is older than me by 26 months. Look at that.
Yep.
It always comes in three. When two people die, there's always going to be a third one.
Yeah. Cheryl says Captain has every flavor of tuna.
What?
Yeah, tuna is coming in flavors now. It's weird. I saw some lemon pepper tuna in the store.
Why are we talking about tuna?
I don't know. Captain. I think she's talking about Captain. I'm not sure. Embarkation Nation has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in.
So, Jen.
Yep. Controversial Cruising says, yo, Eddie, I'm making a pot of Yokono. You want a cup?
Yes. Fill me up to the rim. Come on.
I'm looking for my cup too. Shoot.
Kiss me some.
Yeah.
Just now, please. Right away.
I'll take one.
All right. You're going to be jumping like a kite. There's a strong coffee.
Yep. I need to get up and pack the rest of this stuff out of here. Cruising Complete has made it in. Good morning.
Mr. Barry, how you doing? Barry's been around all morning, so.
And here's a question. Everyone in the chat, is anyone in the chat going on the first sailing of the Star of the Seas? Life with Tanisha wants to know.
I don't really care for first sailings. You might have a lot of glitches and stuff happening that day, and it's just an immense amount of people that want to be there first and do videos, and they're all over the place, and forget about it. No.
Yeah. There's a lot of fanfare surrounding Star of the Seas. World's biggest cruise ship is going to take the world's biggest crowd to carry it across the water. Scotty J Travels has made it in. Whoop, whoop. Good morning. NOLA bound for the weekend. Oh, nice. Snap. I see somebody's got some plans. And Linda says, be safe. Have fun. Be safe.
Even if NCL was to invite me right now with a brand new ship, nope.
Mm-hmm. And CNS Travel says, yeah, the ships need to be duty free. Yes,
yes, they do. That kind of duty free from birth, yes.
Right. Controversial Cruising left some owls in the chat. That'll work. Thank you. Thank you for the donation of owls. We got to make sure. I don't know. I don't think the owls stand a chance against these seagulls we got here, man. These things are brutal. If you've ever seen them in the middle of a feeding frenzy out there, it's
owls are they have some nice claws, so be careful.
Uh-huh.
And they'll kill a seagull easily.
And wait a minute. Controversial Cruising in response to Baby says, "Not this captain. I don't know that he does tuna. I'm not sure. Let me know if you like tuna in the chat. That's because that's a big thing with us on the cruise ship is we like the tuna fish, either on Carnival or on NCL. Both are equally as good. NCL's got a little more crunchiness to it, but Carnival has been our favorite tuna so far. Controversial Cruising says he's drinking the Yokono out of the Eddie Lugo mug.
Nice.
That'll work. Yeah, he sent those on Monday, so we should have it by now. I'm not sure. You might want to check your order and see where it is. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, Linda, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable on the Cosby Show. That was what he was known for. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Cheryl says Captain Billy J just posted another TikTok with tuna, a different flavor. So she was
Hello,
talking.
we're not on TikTok. This is YouTube, okay? So
Cruising Complete says 22 days until the star. Can't wait. That'll work.
oh, that means she's working in TikTok instead of being here with us on YouTube. So
Well, whenever YouTube is getting difficult to do, then we may have to run over to TikTok. Difficult. Canadian Family Life has made it in. Good morning.
This is where he's drinking at on the new one. So
oh shoot, growth on TikTok is way faster than YouTube. Me and Sherman went over this. If it become too difficult over here, believe me, we will transition. I have no problem with that. Life with Tanisha RN has made it in. 457 days until we board Star of the Seas. Very long way from the initial sailings. Hey, that'll work. Yeah, I do know of a creator that does only inaugural sailings, and they do a very good job of it. Bringing you the cruise ship. That's just not quite us. We'd like to get on new ships and check them out, but only after they've been out on the water for a while. I don't know, man. Will G says they can invite me. I would go in a heartbeat. And speaking of heartbeat, our cruise is coming up soon. We're almost to double digits. And Cheryl says, I wish I was going on the Star. Yep. That's a big one. That is a big one for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, he's not a real captain. Wait a minute. Oh, look, Jan says 12 days until her Europe cruise. Nice. Yep, Anthony on the move. I see you. Yeah, look, 100 days, and then a week later we get on 107 days. So, yeah, on the Seascape. Hotel and parking secured. Love it, love it, love it. And Embarkation Nation is asking Cheryl, what time is your show on Sunday? We scheduled a premiere for Sunday, but can move it if it overlaps. It's at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock our time, Jennifer. And I know that it's going to be a great show this weekend. We're talking about a hot topic about behavior on Carnival ships. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I know I normally get active after the double-digit mark on the Facebook page, but because it's not Carnival, I'm not really sure how to react in these Facebook groups. We're branching out from Carnival, and it's going to be interesting, to say the very least, to get on that MSC ship and see what it's all about. And let's see, we are 35 minutes in, which means that it is now time for me to show you this. I was looking around the world for some webcams, and I came across this one. Let's see if anybody can guess where this is. Right here.
What the?
Yeah. This one might be a little rough for some people to guess. I know it's beautiful out there. But if you are coming to, there are no ships in town, but if you're coming to Galveston for the weekend, first of all, be careful, because it is going to be raining. We got the remnants of that storm that was in the Gulf that's going to be just like whooping us for a little bit today and tomorrow. The PM today is supposed to get rough. So if you're coming in for cruises tomorrow, I know that the roads could be rough coming in. So allow extra time as you're leaving today to come in for the 3 or 4 ships that we're going to have in tomorrow. But today we are waking up to 82 degrees with 82% humidity, 30% precipitation, and 7-mile-an-hour winds and cloudy. Today we're going up only to 86 degrees with 73% humidity, 4-mile-an-hour winds, 20% precipitation, and light rain. Tomorrow, if you are cruising out of Galveston, it is going to be 88 degrees high with 73% humidity, 45% precipitation, 16-mile-an-hour winds, and scattered thunderstorms. So you might have a wet sail away tomorrow from Galveston. Where are our ships today? Most of them are at sea. The Breeze, the Dream, the Jubilee, and the Mariner are all at sea. And then the Harmony is in Cozumel. Okay. And let's see. This tab right here, let me see who guessed in the chat so far. Oh, okay. Well, that's an ad. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think anybody guessed. Oh, okay. Here is. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody get PK Adventure Travels guessed Earth. Yeah, you're right. See, he says I win. And then there was some more guests. Lori says Peru. Canadian Family Life guessed France. If anybody else wants to guess, including you, Eddie,
I will go with Colorado State.
Okay. CNS says Cleveland, Ohio. All of these are good guesses, but no one has gotten it so far. This one is really hard, though. Will G says Greece. Nope, nothing like that. It's here stateside. It's in the United States for sure. So I'm going to leave this up for now. But first, I got to go back in the chat here because I saw something here that says this right here. And I knew somebody would find a way to get baby up on the screen. And this is a good way to do it right here. We got a super chat and I need to find this clip. So hang on one moment.
Hey, we've got
a super chat
from you
and you.
Thank
you guys so much.
And last time I looked like Tina. This time I look like Rick James. I'm a super freak.
Super chat for a super freak?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yep. Let's see. Oh, okay. There was an incident on the Conquest last night. There was an incident. Hang on, let me see about the Conquest. What's going on with the Conquest? Does anybody know? Right after the dry dock and oh, okay. She was just saying that she don't like that. And there, I'm trying to find out what happened with the Conquest. Lori's asking, why does it have to be that way, Carnival? Yep. We will unpack all of that on Sunday. Oh, okay. Yep. CamFam says very true. In Galveston, it'll flood quick, especially down there by the port and the Strand. The Strand always gets flooded down there when we got real heavy rain. I'm not sure that it's going to rain heavily in Galveston, but it is going to be raining in Houston a lot. And Foodie's Vacations definitely has one today, so that'll work. CamFam says, and some of the shuttles will shut down early if they know that the rain is going to be bad. They will. but the ship is still taking off. So Embarkation Nation says we're getting that today and tomorrow as well, but we'll take that over a hurricane any day. Amen. Amen to that for sure. I'm getting dinged right now. Jesus. Let me see. Oh, wait. There's more stuff coming in. Oh. A stabbing on the Carnival Conquest. Oh, thank you for that, Jennifer. We're going to have to report that whenever it comes in. Okay. Oh, look. Together We Travel has made it in. Good morning. Aunt June is asking the question, is the Vista still having propulsion issues? I read somewhere they lost power a few times. The Vista has had propulsion issues for a long time, on and off, on and off, on and off. The Cam Fam has guessed Montana. Well, you are very, very close. You're very close. Baby says Switzerland. Foodie says Baltimore. Lori says Jacksonville. Let me see. Anthony on the Move says California. Baby says Ireland. Canadian Family Life, Minnesota, Iowa, Utah. Nope. Virginia. And yeah, alleged stabbing. Wow, that's crazy. And then PK says, I only heard about the Icon incident. Yeah, the person overboard. Mona guessed Idaho. Linda guessed Georgia. I don't know. Oh, yeah. JJ says, I forgot Belgium. CNS is reporting there was a stabbing on board the Carnival Conquest on deck 8. Oof. Okay. And Together We Travel says, I was on the Vista for the first sailing to Celebration Key a week ago. No problems with the ship at all. Yeah. And we know some other people, PK and them was on the thing also. And I remember, yep, Earth. It is on Earth. That is for sure. It's not from a Oh, okay. So baby wants to tell us. Okay. So here goes. This is a wonderful place called the Afton Cam in Afton, Wyoming. And this is welcome to Afton, Wyoming. They have partnered to bring you live views of Afton, Wyoming, located in Lincoln County. Afton is home to the world's largest arch made of elk antlers, which spans over 75 feet and weighs 15 tons. One of the best kept secrets of the American West. Watch live and take in the stunning natural beauty of Star Valley. So that's what you're looking at here, Star Valley in Afton, Wyoming. And they got a big old sculpture, apparently, of this the world's largest arch made of elk antlers. I thought that was interesting. So I decided to bring that to y'all today. A little history. That is a beautiful valley, though. Very nice. Oh, the bartender stabbed his girlfriend, then jumped overboard. Wow. Yes, JJ's Adventures guessed Wyoming, so that's good. Yes, Jan had today's answer correct. That's good. And yes, thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Can you imagine how far it would take you to make the bottom? Yeah, it would be a while. And then Linda came in with Arizona. That was a good guess. North Carolina. That was a good guess. Cam Fam said that was my next guess. Cruising on the high seas and travel has made it in. Good morning. The favorite place I always like to go on Fridays. That's right. I know. That is going to be interesting. Elk antlers. On my next cruise, all bolo for antlers. We need to get these things made. Melinda Elliott has made it in. Good morning and welcome back. Aunt June says, Cheryl, at this point in my life, I just lay down and roll. Yep. Yeah, and see, cruising on the high seas and travel likes to jump overboard. That's the deal. Canadian Family Life says, okay, the more I hear about the stuff happening on the ships, the more I don't want to cruise.
There you go. See?
I know. Oh, look, thumbs up number 14. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you. And yesterday in somebody's chat, it was like a half count, and I had to let everybody know what the thumbs up button looks like. This is what it looks like, y'all. That's what that thumbs up button looks like right there. Just go ahead and push it while you're here. In the event that you need instructions on how to do so. Oh, okay. So you're at the Slurpee stand. I see you. Tell little mama I said, what's up? Yep. How did they even get a knife on board? Well, there's security concerns everywhere. I don't know. I really don't know how that happened. We'll just keep everybody. Okay. And there's some more cruise news. Oh, look. Yeah, they probably took one of the MDR after ordering steak. Oof. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. I got some more cruise news stories coming at you right here. This one is coming from Carnival. Actually, it says news cruises added for Carnival Panorama out of California. And let's see. The annual Dancing of the Ships is underway, and Carnival Cruise Line is now releasing new itinerary details and bookings for the fleet. This includes Carnival Panorama, which will continue her popular sailings from her Southern California home port. At least in April 2028, the 133,500 gross ton ship will remain home ported from Long Beach, offering primarily 6- and 8-night Mexican Riviera sailings. These iconic cruises offer the vibrancy of top Mexican destinations coupled with all the excitement of a fun ship and truly are ideal for most relaxing getaways. More than 50 new sailings have been confirmed with featured destinations such as the picturesque Cabo San Lucas with extended and overnight visits for more exploration time. Ensenada is also highlighted on many itineraries, giving guests insights into unique wine country offerings as well as the history and of the region and the awe-inspiring La Bufadora, one of the largest geysers in North America. On 8-night sailings, the vessel will not only visit Cabo San Lucas, but also 3 other key Mexican Riviera ports, La Paz, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. At each stop, guests will have opportunities to enjoy stunning beaches, charming waterfront communities, art galleries, authentic cuisine, and more. Of special note is the single 3-night cruise Carnival Panorama will offer departing on Sunday, December 26, 2027 with a visit to Ensenada. This quick getaway can be a great way to enjoy the holiday season on board combined with the fun of a Mexican sailing. So the day after Christmas, they're going to be leaving on that 3-night sailing. And let's see. And another cruise news story. Now, this is for the people who love to shop and love Princess Cruise Line because this one's coming from Princess. It says fashion trunk shows Chanel shop to debut on the Star Princess. I know we've been waiting on these big ships to come on out and everything. And now they're revealing with the launch of Princess Cruises' new build, Star Princess, just a few months away, the line is detailing a major onboard revenue maker, the ship's retail shopping spaces. Innovative experiences featuring top brands such as Chanel will debut aboard the 4,300 guest ship, which is under construction at Fincantieri's shipyard in Italy and due to enter service in October of 2025. Retail spaces on the new ship will be spread across nearly 4,800 square feet on 2 decks and will offer a wide assortment of products and services. Star Princess, second in the line's celebrated Sphere class following the launch of Sun Princess in 2024, will offer a first-of-its-kind Chanel brand beauty shop. Other luxury level experiences will feature the sale of vintage and pre-owned luxury handbags and high-end jewelry. I thought the jewelry was already high-end on these ships. While the ship will debut in the Mediterranean, she will also spend part of her inaugural year in Alaska and the Caribbean. In fact, it was the Caribbean that inspired a new retail opportunity focused solely on the destination. A Caribbean-inspired boutique will sell locally sourced goods, everything from artwork to food, clothing, jewelry, and a huge selection of souvenirs. So I know Princess Cruisers are excited about that. In another news story, Holland America rolls out a major entertainment overhaul. Surprise cabaret performances, new world stage productions, classic music interludes. These are among the new experiences that Holland America Line is rolling out across its fleet now and in the upcoming months. If it sounds like a lot to keep track of, the cruise line that has that covered with a welcome aboard show at the start of each voyage that clues guests into all the entertainment experiences coming their way. Additionally, the cruise line is overhauling its entertainment employee structure by expanding the team that organizes and leads the various performances. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's take a closer look at the biggest changes. 5 ships, New Statendam, Zandam, Zuridam, Volendam, and New Amsterdam, have already added Vivace, a string duo or trio performing classical music, and the experience will be added to the other vessels. World stage shows will entertain guests with multiple Broadway-style productions on certain ships, including Dance, a choreographed show featuring the tango, Charleston, rumba, and cha-cha. Solid Gold, a musical trip back to the 1970s, Crossroads, featuring country and folk music, and Rock Britannia, featuring British rock. Cabaret performances will be offered in venues such as Crow's Nest, Lido Pool, and Ocean Bar, while a soloist program will add local cultural experiences to voyages. It will, for example, feature a steel pan band in the Caribbean, mariachi music in Mexico, a folk guitarist in Alaska, and a Celtic band called Brenton Thunder on Canada, New England voyages. So there is a variety of shows that you can catch on all the Holland America ships, and they're being offered through the end of 2025. So that'll work right there. And finally, and sadly, bed bugs allegedly spotted in a stateroom on a Disney cruise ship. Disney Cruise Line is all about bringing the magic that guests love from Disney theme parks and movies to the ocean. However, one current passenger on board Disney Magic is missing some of that magic. The guest, who is on board the 83,000 gross ton vessel's current 5-night cruise to the Bahamas that embarked from Port Canaveral on July 20th, has taken to Reddit to express their frustration after allegedly finding a bed bug in their child's bed. Currently on a cruise.
I think they brought it themselves.
Yeah. It says, currently on a cruise, found this in my child's bed. Initial response from guest services was promising, but the follow-up has been awful. The unidentified cruiser shared, along with what they identified as a photo of the bug. The parent continued, we had 2 connected...
free cruise out of it.
Oh, wow. It says, the parent continued, we had 2 connected rooms and had to abandon one, so now our family is separated. Should we ask for some sort of compensation since nothing
Thank you. There we go.
Other than the requisite laundering of any clothes that were in the room? In rare instances where bed bugs are spotted, the standard protocol across cruise lines is to move the guest to a new cabin, inspect and deep treat the affected cabin, and launder the passenger's belongings. Unfortunately for the guests, the crew members had to move the family into a new stateroom based on availability, and there were only a limited number of connecting rooms on board. It is unclear how close to capacity Disney's first cruise ship is, but the vessel can accommodate 2,700 passengers and 875 staterooms. Disney Cruise Line has not commented publicly about this situation. So that was a lot of news. And let's see. Ooh, elk antlers are huge. Yes, they are. Okay. So let's see. Getting back to the chat. Oh, okay. So Cruising on the High Seas and Travel says, I'm going to ask her the big question. If she says yes, I know who I'm going to call her to do the service. Okay. Well, that'll work. Cam Fam is asking a question. Are we going to have to start checking out knives for steaks and checking them back in? I don't know, man. There are people doing.
What will you bring it? What will you be bringing a knife for a steak? They have them in the ships.
No, what Cam Fam is asking, are we going to have to start checking them out and returning them like library books because of people stabbing people on the ship? That's why I was asking that question. Cruising with Calandra has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, and bartenders are already going to have knives with them, and the ship has knives everywhere. So it's pretty easy to get your hands on a knife there, especially bartenders. If you like lemons in your drink, they can have knives. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Cam Fam says that is one of the things we have always loved about cruising is you don't have to worry about all the craziness in normal day-to-day life. That's what I like about cruising. Hey, Midlife Travels has made it back. Good morning. Welcome in. And we're going to take a little pause right here before Vicky comes on and let you guys know who is coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube. Wait, my thing just jumped. Hold up. Boom.
Well, following us will be Foodie Vacations with Vicky. She will be maybe up next week. She's going to be cruising soon, so keep an eye for that. Following around 12 o'clock noon, Cruising with Calandra might have a premiere drone. Today, Mayhem Americas, who should be live today also. 1 p.m. this afternoon, Linda Time Creates will have a craft live around 1 p.m. Ohio Travels with Chris, also Friday Live. Roy and Becky's Travels, we have the live for the Ray Parade. Then around 2 o'clock, Day One Adventures, 209 Sea Journeys, 216 Jenny Travels, 222 Fearless Rambler, and around 242 the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla will have premieres for the Ray Parade. 6 p.m. this evening, Event Yours, we have Carnival Cruise Serenity and Pool Bars with Carnival Cruise Addicts live tonight. 6:30 this evening, a premiere from the Can Fan Cooking episode number 8. 7 p.m., the Mad Libs between Cheryl and Kevlin, hosted by Captain Controversy. Can Fan and Cruising is Fun Anytime will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Choose packets, not a sponsor. And the match game will not be on today. They'll be back next week. Then closing the night around 9 p.m. tonight, Juice Blocks, Sonamore John, Single Mother, will be live from the Philippines.
All right. Foodies Vacations, who is live now. You guys can go raid that show with a hashtag GLT raid. But she says La Bufadora is not close. It's a long ride there, and we almost missed the ship because of an inconsiderate passenger. Heed this warning. Book it through the ship.
I don't know what La Bufadora is anyway.
Right. But apparently it's a long ride to get there. And you got to consider this whenever you're in, especially the other countries and stuff, trying to make it to places like Paris and, you know, things that take a long ride to get there and back. You really, really consider booking through the cruise line because this is across the board with all cruise lines. If you book it through them, they will wait for you. Okay. The ship will wait for you right there and pay those extra fees because they made that guarantee to you, you know. Melinda, see you later. Family is calling. See you later. See you later. Cruise Nut says the Star is already in the water sailing. That'll work. Okay. Lori, which is more acceptable, bed bugs or COVID? I don't know, man. They're both equally. That's equally crazy. Yep. Lori says bed bugs usually come from suitcases. That's why you get a mat for the bed. And I like Carnival. I like that Carnival has it already laid out for you. That way, whenever you come in with your bags, you just set it right there on the mat. And that'll work right there. And don't forget, your luggage is right next to other people's luggage who might have bugs. So it might not be you, but it might be them. So inspect.
So to me, the thing is only one bed bug. When they're on a bed, there are a bunch of them that multiply very easily. To find just one, I bet you they brought it just to get a free cruise out of the deal.
I don't know. Lucia and Glenn say good morning from SeaWorld. That'll work. And let's see. Okay. Mike says it won't matter. You could kill somebody with a fork. You don't need a knife. For real.
With a piece of steak or a piece of hard bread, you could kill somebody. So many things you could use. So,
or with your bare hands. Vico Real Space has made it in. Good morning. They're gonna ban they're gonna ban everything. Yep. Lori says ship happens. Get insurance. Yep. All righty, guys. Well, that would do it for the chat and also for the show today. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. As always, y'all take care of each other out there. The weekend's coming. You don't know what's happening, so be sure to take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. It is hot out there. Everybody knows. Everybody's going through heat waves. It's hot. So be sure to stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, until Sunday, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose. Bye, guys.